I'm Kimberly and I'm the mother of Natalie, who turns 8 months old soon.
I'm Jenny and her mother.
Yeah, so my mom helps me look after Natalie in the day while I'm at work, and I'm usually looking after Natalie on my own in the evenings and at night, especially when my husband is busy at work and we have no helper. Yeah, so today we're going to share with you our experiences with Zoe, and hopefully you might find it useful in your quest for good sleep. So, Mommy, can you tell them what life was like before we met Zoe? What Natalie's nap times was like?
Yeah. Normally I will try to put her to bed, and I have to sing to her, talk to her, and sometimes she will cry, and pet her. And if I'm lucky, okay, she goes to sleep. So after she sleeps, I have to stand by. Around about 10 or 15 minutes, she will cry, and I have to run to the room to carry her again and do the same thing. And then I put her down. It takes about only half an hour sleep. I'm very stressed with that as well.
Then the carrying and everything actually gets heavier.
Correct. The carrying and the crying. Yeah. Well, as a grandmother, you will just do what you can because she's only granddaughter.
Yeah. So at night we try to have some sort of routine. I will shower her and change her into pajamas. Then after that, I'll feed her with a bottle of milk. If I'm lucky, she will fall asleep, and then all I have to do is to put her down in her cot. But if I'm not so lucky, then I have to carry her, sing to her many verses of the Wheels on the Bus, and sometimes it can take up to an hour before she falls asleep. Lately also, she has gotten a bit heavier, so I can't carry her just like that. So I end up putting her in a carrier and walking up and down with her until she finally falls asleep. And then after that, I manage to get about half an hour to eat my dinner before she wakes up, and then I've got to do that, and then she will go down for the night. But it's not consistent because sometimes she will get up in the middle of the night and I have to start the whole cycle all over again. Yeah. Yeah, so the final straw was one night about 3 weeks ago. I was alone looking after Natalie, and she woke up almost every hour, and I had so much difficulty trying to get her to go and sleep. It got so bad that I got really desperate at about 2 or 3 a.m. and I decided to just carry her, bring her to my room, and I got her to sleep on top of me. But even then, it was a maximum of maybe 2 to 3 hours. And so when my mom came over in the morning, I had to hand Natalie over, and then I had to go to work and start the whole day. So I told myself there was no way I could continue, for the next few months or years, waiting for her to outgrow this, because I think I was not being a happy parent with that kind of lack of sleep. Yeah. I was complaining to my husband about not getting enough sleep, and then he told his friend sent him a link to a particular blog article by Zoe. And so on one of those times when Natalie was sleeping on top of me and I had nothing else to do because you're frozen down there, right? I was just reading the article and surfing the rest of the website, and then I realized, oh, Zoe is actually a sleep consultant. And I was so desperate, I decided, okay, I'm going to contact Zoe for help. And my husband was not too keen on it at first, but I said, no, I need to get this done. And then I told my mom about it, and I think she wasn't very keen on it too. Yeah, what do you think?
I wasn't very keen, so I went back and told your dad the whole day, and your father said, well, never mind, give a try, but make sure Zoe don't hypnotize Natalie. So I told him, okay, I will keep an eye tomorrow when she comes.
Yeah. So on the day that Zoe was going to come, I was actually very excited, but I was also a bit apprehensive because I knew my husband and my mom were going to be there, and I wasn't sure whether they would buy into this whole sleep training thing. So, Mommy, what was your first impression of Zoe when I opened the door?
When you open the door, she walked in. Oh my goodness, I said to myself, a young lady, what can she know? I mean, but never mind, I said to myself, we are old-fashioned, so we give the young time to experience. So I just go along with her.
So
and went to the room and listened how she say and all that. And I said to myself, not bad, nah. Never mind, we'll go with it.